I've been involved in history from the time I was, 6 years old on up practically, I think I took every history course they ever taught. Took 5 years to get my undergraduate work, So it was really wonderful to continue on in the study of history,
When Mike Gibson came to Loras College, the Center for Dubuque History was a very small one-room affair that was actually in Wallertall. And he grew the collection, and when we built a new library, the Academic Resource Center, he actually then is in his current space, and it's grown. And he fostered that collection over the years, and he's going to leave a great legacy for Loras. When he retired in June 2020, it was kind of a sad day for Loras.
We as an institution are steeped in history. So the fact that we have that historic backdrop makes it all the more important that someone with Mike's expertise, who served here with such passion and love and for so many years, really helps to reveal Loras's impact in the broader culture, both locally, along the state lines, and also along the national lines.
If they can study whatever is happening in their own backyards, their ancestors and so forth, and what they accomplish, it produces in many people what I call wow moments. If every person that came in here over the years had a wow moment, I could have retired years ago, because that for me is where it's really at, is having a personal connection with something in an individual's past, whether it be a person, a place, or an event, or something that they make a personal connection. And that local history is the only thing that can really do that,
If he's working with people, he will spend just as much time listening to them tell the stories of their own family at the same time that he's telling. And that was something that, again, as an academic historian, you really have to learn that the public has as much to tell you. So he's always been really good at that.
So I pulled together a number of teachers, retired teachers, school administrators, and so forth. We got a small grant from the Dubuque Racing Association at the time, and we ended up producing kits at the 3rd grade level. We call it Dubuque's Heritage, Life in Our Own Backyard, and we divvied it up by subjects, and they wrote programs and lesson plans for the various subjects. This happens to be transportation. And then part of the kit was we reproduced photographs on topics, and then you had images of different icons, landmarks in Dubuque, so students could color those. Then they did field trips. Part of it was to enable the teachers to have resources at hand, so we included 3 books at the time. The Dubuque Community School System has mandated now that be a part of the curriculum at the 3rd grade level. So that's really been wonderful. That's one of the things I've been so proud to be involved in, and it's so exciting to see the young people. They just love it.
But I think the long-standing legacy, both short-term and years ahead, will really be related to how Dubuque as an area, within its school system, within its government, within the higher educational system, how important point of place and local history is, and how it's so relevant today, even a century later or 2 centuries later. That I think ultimately is going to be his legacy, is that he's piqued an interest among a critical mass of Dubuque area folks, state of Iowa folks, that I think his legacy is cemented for a long, long time to come.
I think that legacy will actually be hard for the next person, he's old school, pre-digital, and that meant it was all through human, and that means he's hard to forget, and I think that's helped grow the collection.
I really owe a debt of gratitude not only to people like Bob Klein, who hired me, and Loras College for funding and supporting the center all these years, but for having the opportunity to give me the absolute best job in Dubuque, bar none.